Imagine a time before smartphones. A time when the idea of carrying a phone in your pocket was pure science fiction. No, really, try to imagine it. No instant messaging, no social media, no apps at your fingertips. Just you, a rotary phone, and a cord that kept you tethered to one spot. In 1973, people used rotary phones tethered to walls. These phones were a staple in every household, a lifeline to the outside world, but they were far from convenient. Then came a revolution, the first handheld mobile phone. This was a groundbreaking moment in technology, a leap towards the future. This wasn't some sleek gadget. It was a behemoth nicknamed the Brick, weighing in at a hefty 2.5 pounds. Imagine carrying that around all day. This brick, invented by Martin Cooper at Motorola, made its first public call on April 3, 1973. Cooper, a visionary in the field, saw the potential for mobile communication long before it became a reality. Can you guess who he called? His rival at Bell Labs, of course. It was a bold move, a statement that the future of communication was here. It was a historic moment. This clunky device paved the way for the mobile revolution. People were amazed and the world watched in awe as the first steps towards mobile communication were taken. Cooper's phone was expensive and had limited battery life, about 20 minutes of talk time. But even with these limitations, it was a marvel of engineering and a glimpse into the future. But it sparked the imagination. Science fiction became reality. The idea of talking to someone miles away without being tied to a cord was no longer a dream, but a tangible possibility. People realized the potential of mobile communication. The world was about to get a whole lot smaller, one brick-sized phone call at a time. This was just the beginning of a journey that would transform how we connect with each other, making the world more accessible and interconnected than ever before. The 1980s saw mobile phones shrink, a little. Before this decade, mobile phones were more like mobile bricks, cumbersome and unwieldy. But the 1980s brought a wave of innovation that began to change all that. Engineers and designers were hard at work, trying to make these devices more user-friendly and, crucially, more portable. They were still bulky and expensive, often costing thousands of dollars. These early mobile phones were not something the average person could afford. They were more of a luxury item, a symbol of wealth and status. But progress was being made. Each new model was a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, and a little bit more affordable. The technology was advancing rapidly, and it was clear that mobile phones were here to stay. This was the era of the yuppie, and their status symbol mobile phones. For many, owning a mobile phone was a way to show off their success. It was a badge of honor, a way to demonstrate that you were on the cutting edge of technology and business. Remember those extendable antennas? They were all the rage. These antennas were not just functional, they were a key part of the phone's design. Extending your antenna was almost a ritual, a way to prepare for an important call. And don't forget the red glow of those early LED displays. These displays were a far cry from the high-resolution screens we have today, but they were a marvel of technology at the time. The red glow was a sign that you were connected, that you were part of the future. These phones were still mostly used by the wealthy and business elite. They were a tool for those who needed to stay connected at all times, whether they were in the office or on the go. For the average person, mobile phones were still out of reach. A cellular phone was a sign you were a big deal. It meant you were important, that you had places to be and people to talk to. It was a way to set yourself apart from the crowd. But something important happened in the 1980s. Cellular networks were expanding. This was a game changer. With more cell towers and better coverage, mobile phones became more practical and more useful. It was no longer just about having a phone, it was about being able to use it wherever you were. This meant more people could access mobile communication. As the networks grew, so did the number of people who could afford and use mobile phones. It was the beginning of a new era, one where mobile communication was not just for the elite, but for everyone. The seeds of a social revolution were sown. Mobile phones were starting to change the way we lived, worked, and communicated. They were no longer just a luxury item, they were becoming an essential part of everyday life. The 1980s set the stage for the mobile revolution that was to come. The 1990s brought us closer to the phones we know today. Phones became smaller, more affordable, and more user-friendly. Nokia emerged as a leader. Remember the Nokia ringtone? It was everywhere. Text messaging, or SMS, exploded in popularity. Remember painstakingly typing out messages on those numeric keypads? Who needs thumbs anyway? Phones became more than just communication devices. They were becoming fashion statements, with customizable faceplates and ringtones. The year 2000. Y2K came and went, and we were all still here. But something else arrived, the smartphone. In 2007, Apple released the first iPhone, and the world of mobile technology was changed forever. Suddenly, phones were powerful mini-computers. We could browse the internet, check email, and download apps. Remember life before apps? Me neither. The iPhone's innovative touchscreen interface made using a phone intuitive and fun. Other companies followed suit, and the smartphone race was on. Section 5. The Touchscreen Revolution 2010s. The 2010s were the decade of the touchscreen. Phones became thinner, sleeker, and more powerful. App stores exploded with millions of apps for everything imaginable. Social media exploded. We became constantly connected, sharing our lives through photos, videos, and status updates. The line between the virtual and real worlds began to blur. Mobile payments, ride-sharing apps, and location-based services became commonplace. The smartphone was now an indispensable tool for navigating modern life. Section 6. Foldable Phones and Beyond. Welcome to the 2020s. The 2020s are all about pushing boundaries. Foldable phones are here, blurring the line between phone and tablet. 5G networks promise lightning-fast speeds and greater connectivity. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is being integrated into phones, powering voice assistants and personalized experiences. Imagine a phone that can anticipate your needs before you even ask. We are on the cusp of a new era of mobile innovation. What will the future hold? Section 7. From bricks to brains, overcoming technological challenges. The evolution of the mobile phone is a testament to human ingenuity. Early phones faced challenges like limited battery life, bulky designs, and unreliable networks. But engineers and designers are a persistent bunch. Battery technology has improved dramatically. Phones are now incredibly thin and light, and networks have gone from 3G to 4G to 5G with even faster speeds on the horizon. Every challenge has been met with innovation, paving the way for the incredible devices we have today. Section 8. The future is calling holograms and beyond. What's next for the mobile phone? The possibilities are as limitless as our imaginations. Imagine holographic displays that project 3D images, or devices implanted under our skin, making the phone a part of us. AI could lead to phones that are truly intelligent, acting as personal assistants, translators, and even companions. Imagine a phone that can understand your emotions and respond accordingly. The future of mobile communication will be shaped by our dreams and our desire to connect with the world around us. Section 9. More than just a phone, societal impact and the future of communication. The smartphone has revolutionized how we communicate, access information, and interact with the world. From the bustling streets of New York to the remote villages in Africa, smartphones have become an integral part of daily life. They are not just devices, they are lifelines that connect us to our loved ones, our work, and the global community. It has connected people across continents, empowered individuals, and fueled social movements. In times of crisis, smartphones have been instrumental in organizing aid and spreading crucial information. Social media platforms, accessed through these devices, have given a voice to the voiceless, allowing grassroots movements to gain momentum and affect change on a global scale. But this technology is not without its challenges. Issues like privacy, digital addiction, and the spread of misinformation need to be addressed. The convenience of having a world of information at our fingertips comes with the responsibility of discerning fact from fiction. Moreover, the constant connectivity can lead to mental health issues, as people struggle to disconnect and find balance in their lives. As we move forward, it is crucial to use this powerful tool responsibly and ethically. Businesses and governments must work together to create policies that protect user data and promote digital well-being. Educational programs should be implemented to teach people about the ethical use of technology and the importance of maintaining a healthy digital lifestyle. The future of communication is in our hands. Let's use it to build a brighter, more connected world. By harnessing the potential of smartphones and other communication technologies, we can bridge gaps, foster understanding, and create a more inclusive society. The choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow, so let's choose wisely and use technology to uplift and unite humanity. If you're new here, welcome. We create fun and educational content about technology and innovation. Subscribe to Untitled without title now and never miss a new video.